It's not an exact science, so we could be live now. So, hey, start the party. It still says it's setting up the science, so we could be live now. So
We are live now.
we are live now.
I have it pulled up.
All right, team, let me give a chance to pause this on my end so it doesn't interfere. I think I'm good. All right. Welcome to the first Rock Legends Q&A. This session is with the Rock Legends Cruise team, and I am Laura, one of their social media managers, and I'll be here moderating with my business partner, Aldia from Hey Alec Productions. We recently relaunched the Rock Legends YouTube page, so while you're here, help us out and please follow and subscribe so you'll get notifications for future live sessions like these and other video content. And today we're here to answer all of your burning questions. So let's just get started with some introductions. We're going to have the team introduce themselves so that you will know who the people are working hard behind the scenes to make this a great experience for you year after year and make it a great experience for the bands as well. So let's start off with Erica.
Hey guys, I'm Erica. I'm the treasurer for NAHA, and I've been here going on 7 years now.
Hi, I'm Erin. I'm the president of NAHA, and I'm going on 17 years here.
Hi, I'm Ashton. I'm the vice president. I've been here over 8 years. Started on the first cruise of Rock Legends Cruise 5.
And I'm Corey. I have been here going on 2 years, and I am the communications director.
Awesome. Thanks, team. And we don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to jump right into these questions. If you have questions that you didn't submit previously, go ahead and put them in the comments. And if we have time at the end, we'll go through those questions and answer a few of them. But please note, due to the privacy of the bands and other issues, there may be some questions that we still are not able to answer through here. So let me jump over to my questions document. And our first question is for Erin. Erin, how is the Rock Legends Cruise funded and how is it different from seemingly similar cruises?
So the Rock Legends Cruise is funded through cabin bookings. That pays for the ship. It pays for the bands, our security, anything else that we might need. And so we're actually a nonprofit, and that's a huge difference versus these other music cruises out there. So our goal is to be able to provide more assistance through this fundraising event for the Native Americans living on the South Dakota reservations. Our goal is not to raise prices. It's not to price gouge. Our goal is to provide more assistance. So every year we have been successful. Thanks to all of you guys. We have sold out year after year. So we really appreciate you guys, and we're looking forward to another great cruise.
Awesome, thank you. The next question is for Ashton, and this was submitted by Andre. Why don't you let the artists sell their merchandise on board?
So the main reason we don't let our artists sell merchandise is because if we did that, we would have to split proceeds with the artists. And since this is a fundraiser for Native American Heritage Association, we prefer to exclusively sell the merchandise. Not only that, it also allows us to promote the cruise for advertising reasons. So we just prefer to keep it that way moving forward as well.
Okay, awesome. Next question. This one is from Kay. When will the Rock Shop open? It's from Kay for Corey. When will the Rock Shop open, and can we get shirts that are not black? I loved the Pink Lady shirts.
Well, thank you, Kay, for the question. Our rock shop, we're hoping to open in November. And as for different shirts that aren't black, unfortunately, those are dictated by the designs we work with for the shirts and whether or not, they would look good on different colored shirts. And it also depends on availability and stock of colored shirts and the type of shirts we're looking for.
Okay, awesome. And a follow-up question from Kathleen. Can we get merchandise delivered to our cabins in advance?
That would be very nice, Kathleen, but unfortunately, due to manpower issues and possibly some time issues, we aren't able to do that. But instead of giving it shipped to your cabin, you can get it shipped to your house.
Yeah. Awesome. That's good advice. Erica, this question is for you. Whatever happened to the captain's sailaway party on the top deck? We'd love to have that back.
Okay, so I think we stopped having that on RLC 4 or 5, and we've tried to transfer that over to the early bird mixer. which anybody can come to if you book and pay in full. I think this coming year it'll be by November 30th. So yeah.
Awesome. And this question is from Vicky, and we'll give this one to Aaron. What are the chances you add a 50-50 at the table you sell the raffle tickets at? It would be a great way to earn more money for the cause and give us a chance to win some cash.
What a great idea, Vicky. That's right up our alley. And this year we are gonna do the raffles. We're gonna do the 50-50s. So everybody bring your cash and get ready.
Awesome. And I think this question I've seen a couple of times come through social media at various times, but specifically from the Q&A, it was submitted by Donna Lynn, and we're going to give this one to Corey. How about 1 or 2 more days for the cruise? We love it so much, but it goes away too fast.
You know, Donalyn, I would also personally love just a couple more days on the
Yeah.
cruise, but at this point in time, we are unable to do that.
And all right, this one is for Aaron. It's from Jeanette. Is there any possibility that we can return to Fort Lauderdale for the cruise port, even if it means changing ships?
Well, Jeanette, you're in luck because for RLC in 2026, we will be back in Fort Lauderdale.
I know we're all happy about that.
Yeah, I think that one, that some of these questions people ask, it's not just them that want it. You all want it too, right? So like,
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
excellent. All right, this one is from Michael Perry, and we're gonna welcome him as a first-time cruiser. It is-
Yay, welcome.
He wants to know what is the secret for seeing the bands that you really want to see. And this one for Erica.
Honestly, there's not a big secret. So generally speaking, each band plays up to 3 times. We have 3 different concert venues. You'll get a schedule a week or 2 prior to us sailing. There's also a schedule on the RLC app. So you have time to kind of scope out where you want to be and who you want to see. And I have actually seen some artists 3 times.
Awesome, thank you. And our next question is also for Erica. And this one, it comes in many, many forms. Can you get so-and-so on the ship? But Pam Martin wants to know, can you get Steve Winwood?
I personally would love Steve Winwood. I understand where Pam's coming from. But speaking in general terms, I mean, there's a ton of artists I feel like we would all love to have on the cruise. Things like budget, and shockingly enough, there's a lot of artists that don't want to be on water. They don't want to be on a cruise ship. And that kind of determines who we're able to get a lot of times.
Awesome. Yeah. So I would think just budget and lack of or fear of cruise ships would be a huge.
I understand. I empathize with the last one though. I get it.
Excellent. All right, another merchandise question for Corey. This one is from Susan, but I'm sure lots of people have the same question. How do I order merchandise?
That's a great question, Susan. So there are 2 options for ordering merchandise. You can either, order online. You can visit our website, rocklegendscruise.com, and we do have a link that will bring you to our rock shop. Or you can go on our cruise ship and you can purchase some merch on the boat.
As you can see, we all have different Rock
Yep.
Legend shirts on too, from different years.
I'm going to add a follow-up onto that for Corey. And what kind of merchandise can I get?
Oh, we like to offer a variety of merch for everybody. So you can get shirts, towels, cups, hats. It just depends on what we decide year after year on what we would like to offer you guys.
Awesome. All right, next question. This one is for Ashton from Elizabeth. When will it show up on my Royal Caribbean app? And I imagine that just means the cruise in general. Upcoming cruises, on other cruises we have, and in individual times we had to embark on the ship. Is this the same for this cruise? And do we get to choose our time? If so, when and how? Thanks.
Good question. So typically around 4 to 6 weeks prior to sailing, we will send out an email to all passengers that are booked, letting them know that it's time to complete their online check-in with Royal Caribbean. So when you get this email and you start this check-in, this procedure is going to allow you to select the time you are planning to arrive. Those slots do have a capacity though, so once they reach capacity, that slot will be gone. So I recommend if you want to be on early to do that check-in process rather early to make sure you get in for that. In addition, during the check-in, you can also sign up for shore excursions, Wi-Fi packages, spa services, a lot of different things you can do before you even make it to the cruise. So,
And I would also like to add real quick that you can't use your Royal Caribbean points, but you can also earn them as well. So when
Yeah.
you connect our cruises with Royal Caribbean, you get points. You just can't apply them when you're on board.
Yeah, good point. Nice.
That's an excellent point to add there. Thank you, Corey. And next question is also for Ashton. This one is from Don, but I know a lot of people have asked this question too, is will there be any additional bands announced?
so for this upcoming cruise, what we've announced so far is going to be our final lineup. We don't have plans to announce any additional bands. The only circumstance where that would happen is if maybe a band that is in our lineup had to drop out for some reason, in which case we would try to look to replace them with a comparable act. I mean, we've also taken out some later sets in the schedule. So you may have seen like the overall number of bands has gone down. But that's just because we've kind of eliminated some of those late night sets that weren't getting a great turnout on board. So.
Excellent. Good to know. Next room for Erica. This one is from Christopher. Are there any handicap rooms? I love the cruise and the cause, but I have 2 bad knees and another health issue that require that I have a handicap accessible room.
So at this time, we are completely sold out. We have 0 rooms, not even a broom closet. But generally speaking, we do have accessible rooms. You would just need to call into the office and we can get you booked.
It sounds like you need to want to book early for that too, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, they go quick.
All right, good to know. Thank you. Next question is for Ashton from Lori. Would it be possible for the Windjammer to operate continuously during the day until closing, hopefully open until at least a half hour after the last show ends each day? Cleaning with a suggestion of the cleaning could be done by closing only half while the other half remains in service.
So this actually is not possible because we do prefer to have it shut down in between meal times. This allows for, full sanitation, food preparation, as well as the crew. The Royal Caribbean crew works really hard, so we want to make sure they can get the breaks that they well deserve. And to my point earlier, the fact that we've eliminated some of those later sets that weren't getting great turnout on board, that should help alleviate some of the open dining room concerns.
Awesome. Do you have suggestions for where else they might go?
Yeah, so if you're unable to, if you go to the Windjammer and it's closed down, you can always go down to Deck 5, Sorrento's Pizza. Everybody loves Sorrento's Pizza.
Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. Next question for Erica. This is from Keith. The biggest question I have is what is the status of Robin Trower and will he be able to make it to the cruise? Everyone, including himself, is wishing him a speedy recovery and continued good health.
Yeah, I mean, same. We, want him to continue to get well. And Keith's not the only person who has asked this question, but Robin is still in the lineup and he is still set to play.
Awesome. Fingers crossed that remains until February. Aaron, this question is for you from Phyllis. How long do the bands play? How many different stages? And I have been on a similar cruise, but not Rock Legends cruise.
Hey Phyllis, welcome to the Rock Legends cruise. Each band plays up to 3 times. We have 3 different venues on the ship. We have the Royal Theater, Studio B, and our pool deck stage, which we actually build from the ground up. It's an amazing process to watch. And each set lasts around about 75 to 90 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to dive into, those were like questions from specific persons. We're going to dive into general questions that these are the ones that get asked over and over and over again. So all the general questions are coming up. Ashton, question number 1, why aren't there any alcohol drink packages?
Great question. We get it all the time. So we actually have never offered alcohol drink packages on Rock Legends cruises, nor do we have plans to ever offer it. To be honest, a lot of the alcohol sales that we get on board really help contribute to the fundraiser aspect. And so we encourage everyone to drink. And honestly, you're drinking for a good cause. And if you're not drinking alcohol, you can spend your money on other things on board, and that also will contribute to us.
Mhm.
Excellent. Yeah. And Erica, do you pay the artists?
The artists get paid. Since our inception, we've never had an artist play for free. So yes, we do pay the artists.
Yeah.
That is a question we get a lot, and yes, they are getting paid.
Mhm.
Excellent. And then for you also, Erica, can we request performers?
Yeah, absolutely. Request away, email, give us a call. A lot of our bands have come from cruiser requests.
Mhm.
So yeah, we love that.
Fabulous. And for Ashton, when are our embark times to board the ship, and when do we get excursion info? I think you mentioned this a little bit.
So yeah, I'll circle back. I kind of gave a similar answer, but around 4 to 6 weeks before we set sail, you're going to get an online check-in email. In that email, you'll be able to go online and select the time you wish to arrive for embarkation. The exact embarkation times haven't yet been set by Royal Caribbean, but we will get those. And in your email, you will be alerted what times are available for embarkation.
Right. So I think this is important to note for people that you should make sure that Rock Legends Cruise is coming to your inbox and not your spam, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right. And then because will those emails come from Rock Legends Cruise or Royal Caribbean?
We will email them as Rock Legends Cruise, but the check-in itself will occur on Royal Caribbean's website.
Okay, fabulous. And Corey, when do you announce the schedule and how do we get it?
All right, so we like to announce our schedule a couple weeks prior to sail time. So you will receive an email of our schedule. You can also access it on our Rock Legends Cruise app, which you can download on any smartphone. And you will also get a printed copy when you board our ship as well.
Great, thank you. Erica, do bands play while they're docked, while the ship is docked?
So yeah, we do have bands that will continue to play while we're at Coco Cay this year, or next year. So yeah, while we're in Coco Cay or any destination, bands still continue to play, generally on deck. And maybe Studio B.
Erin, if you purchase items from the auction, how do you get them home?
It's depending on how many items you purchase. There is a form you can fill out and we can get your items shipped to you. Generally, we'll do that for people who purchase multiple items, at our auctions. And if not, we also will have information available at the auction for the top 3 closest, shipping locations near the port for when we get back. And you can have those shipped to your house, or you can just, if it's just a simple album, you can just take it on the plane, on the train, or your automobile back home.
I caught the reference. Ashton, do I need cash and how do I purchase things on the ship?
So generally, most things on board, you're going to be able to purchase with your set sail card, which is the same card you'll use to access your cabin. There are a few exceptions to this, and that would be things that NAHA sells directly, which is our charity acronym in case people were wondering. So in order to, those things would be like the 50/50 raffle that we're now going to be doing this year. The
Thanks,
raffle
Vicky.
tickets, thank you, Vicky. The raffle tickets for the event guitar, auction items can be purchased with cash, and also merchandise. And it, you can use a credit card as well as cash. It doesn't have to be cash. So.
Okay, fantastic. And this question is submitted and you have an answer. I'm not sure I know what the question is. When is the last day to make changes?
So I'm interpreting this question to mean last changes to your reservations, like passenger names. So we prefer to have all changes in by the end of November. It really makes it easier for us working with Royal Caribbean to get our manifest fully in place. But after that date, you can still make changes. We can make them all the way up until a week prior to the cruise. Anything submitted after that is really, we can't guarantee that it'll make it through. So the earlier, the better.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Corey, what travel documents do I need?
So we do highly recommend a valid and up-to-date passport, but we will also accept a government-issued ID as well as a certified birth certificate.
Yeah, strongly recommend the passport though.
Yes,
Absolutely. And trip insurance.
Yes.
Always the
Please.
trip insurance.
Please get trip insurance.
Good to know, good to know. Erica, is there a formal night?
We do not have a formal night. So unlike, I'm gonna call them regular cruises, we don't do theme nights. We don't have formal nights. We're very casual, laid back, just want to listen to some great music. So, yeah, no,
My experience is just all about the bands.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's it.
All right, last question of the general questions. Erin, are we having bingo again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Love
We love
bingo.
bingo. Yes, we're happy to announce that yes, we will have
Yes.
bingo again this year.
Awesome. Sounds like bingo isn't going anywhere. So Aldea, have we had any questions come in that we need to go through?
So we had two questions come in. The first one, I think we actually answered. Can we pay for raffle tickets or merchandise with our set sale pass?
You cannot, yeah, it has to be cash or credit card, because we sell those directly, and unfortunately, we are not Royal Caribbean.
Awesome. And then I have, what about bringing Tony Bullard along for a PODO with Rodney?
I don't know, are they talking about like the buy one, drink one, or the?
Play one, drink.
Drink one,
yeah.
yeah, play one, is that what it is? Yeah, play one, drink one. I mean,
I think right now our lineup is complete.
yeah,
So I think that if we were to do something like that, it would have to happen on the cruise for 2026.
but we hear you.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for people watching and anyone who submitted questions. We appreciate that. If you have more questions, you can, you might have like 10 seconds to get them in right now. And I'm going to ask the team, is there anything else that you thought of or that you'd like to say or round this off with?
I would just like to say that this cruise is our biggest fundraising event of the year for our nonprofit Native American Heritage Association. We could not do this without you. Every single person contributes towards our programs to support the Native Americans. And this is very important to all of us. And we just want to say thank you for coming back each year for our newbies. And we're always here if you have questions or just need anything, need help, we're here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I think the only
Those are-
other thing really is just, I mean, this is definitely a team effort.
Mhm.
It's not just us. There are so many other people that contribute and help with this. There's Seaplanners Group,
Light Action
Light
Production,
Action Production, Bowder Audio.
Westpac Security,
Michael Weinstein.
Yes.
our auditor, Mike Noble, he's a great
Yes.
help.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
and he keeps us in check. 'Cause he's
the guy who
accountant.
does the interviews on board,
Sal,
Sal Sorrentino.
yeah. Yeah,
Lee Hunter, who provides the auction
the auction
memorabilia.
items,
Yes.
yep, 100%. Mike Rantmeyer,
Mhm.
Andy Rugby.
yep, Andy. I mean, this is truly,
It's a team effort.
it's a team effort.
Yes.
It's huge, and it's more than, it's more than us, and it's more than just about us.
Mhm.
So,
And I think we've really become a well-oiled machine over the years, with all the experience that we've gathered through each cruise that passes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're so unique and different from every single cruise, music
Mhm.
cruise, anything else out there.
We're the best.
We're the best.
We are.
And we love
and
it.
thanks to our social media team.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, so we are excited to help you bring this to the cruisers. And Aldea, any last things coming through there?
No, I think we're all set.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks Rocks Legends team. We appreciate you having us help you out with this. And thanks everyone. We look forward to seeing you on board in February. And thank you to everyone who booked early for that. It really helps with the planning and everything when people do book early. And Rocks Legends 12 is sold out for 2025, but please stay tuned because the 2026 sailing will be announced in just the next couple of days. So it's very exciting. And be sure to subscribe here before leaving and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for the latest updates. If you have any other questions, you can call the team at the office at 1-800-666 1499 or
Actually, 888.
right. I just saw that.
Yeah.
888-666-1499 or email info@rocklegendscruise.com. And thanks, everybody. This is
Thank you guys.
Great.
It was
We love it.
great.
Here's my-
Bye. See you.